Hey friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and today I have Didi's Deluxe Bead Box for May. It is gorgeous. It is very stunning. I cannot wait to make things with this, so I'm going to share it with you on this video, and then we'll make a couple of quick pair of earrings, but this is just a luscious color combination. So if you haven't ever gotten one of these, I highly encourage you to try. They run out rather quickly, but if you join the Facebook group, which I will post in my descriptions, and if you sign up to get newsletters and things on the website, which is Didi's online bead shop or Didi's online shop, I'll have the exact wording and link in my descriptions. She also has absolutely beautiful color combinations and check beads, and there's a lot on her website. This is Stella that owns the company, but absolutely love these boxes, and she's an absolute doll, and she's in Quebec, Canada, so also a small business owner, so let's give her some love and some support, and do check out her website. So with that, I'm going to show you this gorgeous box. We're going to take a look at everything, and then we'll make a quick couple of pair of earrings. So the theme is Peach Fuzz. So feeling peachy to honor Pantone's color of the year. This month we are putting the spotlight on Sunstone, which is a gorgeous stone. I'm excited. Among countless combinations, we've chosen a distinctive blend not often seen, a palette that is sure to captivate the warmth and beauty in Sunstone. Now, she does give you a nice list of everything in here, and we will look at everything. And then I do want to talk about the color combination because it's really gorgeous. And like I said, luscious. Luscious is the word I'm using for this box. So as you can see, she's got these nicely packaged. I get excited every time there's one in my mailbox. And she also packages these things really beautifully. So always a pretty piece of tissue paper, and always a lovely sticker. It's just really nice to open. And then I want you to see these colors because they're amazing. Just take a gander at that treasure trove of gorgeousness. Whoops! I have my fan on because it's super hot. You know, Texas in the summer. But we're making it work. We actually put a window unit in the kitchen yesterday. We got some help, and that has made a huge difference in our kitchen. So I actually feel like cooking again. But it's going to be 92 today, and yikes. But anyway, we're not going to think about that. We're going to think about how beautiful this all is. So here is the Sunstone. Look how beautiful that stone is. And these are really interesting shape. They have grooves, little channels, even though they're square cut. Isn't that neat? And they're just a beautiful stone. Let me hold it up closer. Love that. And then that's just such a pretty peach color. But then you have all of this beautiful kind of tanzanite blue and periwinkle. Those cubes are amazing. I love those. And we're just gonna play here a little bit. We also have, oh, these are really pretty. These are some beaded beads, and they are gorgeous. Aren't those gorgeous? I absolutely love that color. And then the peach with it. So, you know, this, oh, look at these. Look at the iridescence on those. So you've got bits of pops of purple and blue in there. And blue and orange, which is pretty much what peach is, are opposites on the color wheel. So different shades, different hues, all work together. Aren't those stunning? These are some matte sunstone red tiger eye. Beautiful. I do like matte tiger eye. I think it's really got a nice velvety look to it. Feels amazing too. All of these beads feel good when you're touching them. Got some, let's see, what are these? Crackle agate. Isn't that pretty? I love the different colorations in the crackled agate. We also have some smaller, so those are 8mm, and these are 6mm. Beautiful. We have bicones in this gorgeous cornflower blue with an Aurora Borealis finish. Are you loving these colors? They're so pretty. I'm gonna go to those in a minute, but look at these. Aren't those yummy? I really love these. Burnt peach AB faceted nuggets. I mean, yummy. Absolutely yummy. Now she always makes a beautiful check strand. Look at this strand. Look at these beads. They almost look like little tiny mosaics. Aren't those gorgeous? And then we've got some gold, and then love these. It's amazing how the flower beads come in so many different finishes. There's a slight bit of copper in there. And then look at these. Teardrop shape. Those are really pretty. I've never seen this bead before. I love to get Stella's boxes because she always finds check beads I've never seen. I love it. It's like a big surprise. And then we've got some beautiful gold with rhinestone drops. Gold-plated rhinestone drops. There's two pairs. So right away you can make earrings with those. I think we will probably use some of these, but you have like an oblong one and a square, or a diamond actually. Square diamond. Isn't that gorgeous? I'll put those over there. And then we have some really pretty gold spacers. Love those. Nice and shiny. The gold looks beautiful with this. This is one of the extras. It's a pave, gold-plated micro pave zirconia toggle clasp. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that micro pave. Very sparkly. And we've got primrose pink faceted crystal rondelles, 8x6. Also with lots of luster. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this color. Blue glass cylinders. This is a dark cornflower. Love that cornflower blue. That's almost got a lot of purple in it, but hey, I'm not complaining. This is pretty much like a tanzanite color, I think. These I was saving for last. These are, again, beads I've not seen before. And I think they're imitation check. They look like check. Let's see what she says here. Imitation check acrylic starburst. So they're acrylic, but look how beautiful. I mean, I don't care if it's acrylic, if it's gorgeous, I don't mind it. And they're really lightweight, so if you want to do earrings with these, they're not going to weigh your ears down. I love the blue, that icy blue with that beautiful purple. Absolutely gorgeous. So, and then even the choice of her packaging coordinates, which is so thoughtful. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, you are bound to make something gorgeous when you have a starting point like this. absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna get this stuff pulled apart and in some kind of order. We're gonna make some earrings today, and I may add a few things from my stash to kind of enhance what we have going on here, but I'm really not gonna add too much because, like I said, it's gorgeous. I do have some gold findings I've pulled, and some gold ear wires. But anyway, I'll be right back and we will dive right into all that is peach fuzz. Oh, it's just luscious. I can't use that word enough with this box. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, so I have gotten everything organized, as you can see, and wow, it's just really gorgeous. Very much eye candy. Now, I did pull some gold things on in my stash to add to the gold that we have going on here. Let me move these to the side. I have some ear wires as well. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I also have some number 6 seed beads that look really great with this mix, and I have 2 kind of a peachy color. Well, this is called grapefruit, but I think it goes, pardon me, it goes very nicely. And then we have this really pretty color, Montana blue, and like a milky color, so we may delve into those a little bit. I also have this beautiful tanzanite Softflex, which we are definitely going to use. I have some jump rings. Again, don't know if I will use those. And I have a variety of wires. I've got 18 gauge, 20 gauge, and some 26 gauge gold. We'll see what we do. I don't really have a direction yet. Just want to make some earrings. So I think for the first pair, we'll go simple. I do want to use one of these beautiful either the oblong, that's really pretty, or the square. I haven't really decided yet, so that's going to be decision number 1. So I'm thinking if this is square, I want to do a round bead. Maybe we should do some of this gorgeous crackle agate. That would be really pretty. And maybe top it off with some of this iridescent, if I can grab one, iridescent peach, so pretty. We've got these spacer beads. Let's grab some of those. And oh, let's see. I would like a little sparkle. Let's do some sparkly rondelles. So I think I'm gonna, for this, I'll use 20 gauge wire. Let's put these to the side. I'm just gonna work with these today. Here's my 20 gauge wire. I'm just gonna do some wire wrapping. Like I said, these are gonna be very simple, but I think the color combination is just so pretty. You don't really need to go wild with a design. Now, obviously, designer's choice, you can make them as complicated as you want. I'm gonna go simple with this one. I think maybe the next one will do a little more extra something. All right. So I just have 2 pieces, about 3-4 inches of the 20 gauge wire that we're going to wire wrap with, and we're just going to attach these to this really pretty drop, and then we will add our ear wires. Let me grab those. I love to make really long earrings, but I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. So these are going to be pretty short, but they're going to be very pretty. So we're just going to make I'm going to make these together so they look the same. I'm just going to use sometimes I use my bail, well, let's use the bail making, just to make sure everything's even. So I'm going to use the smallest hole on my bail making pliers for these. If you use the bail making pliers, you can always mark your round nose pliers with a Sharpie if you want the loops to be the same, or you can use the bail making pliers and you'll get the same size loop every time, which is kind of nice, especially for earrings. You want them to look as similar as possible. All right. Let's just open that up and add our drop. These are so pretty. I don't think I opened that enough. No problem. There we go. We're going to close that back up again. And I'm going to grab something a little smaller so I can wrap this. I think just a couple wraps will do. Gotta find my nippers. Tuck that in. All right. Let's grab our beautiful crackle bead. Looks like I may have to straighten that up in a minute, but no problem. Our really pretty rondelle. That kind of echoes this crystal down here. Spacer bead. And this really pretty iridescent peach. All right. Yeah, this little cattywampus, but we'll fix it in just a second. Oh. Looking for my bail making. Oh, I don't need those for up here. I'm going to make these smaller. So I am going to use my round nose pliers for up here. And we're going to wrap a couple times. This is a nice design for beginners. Well, anybody. I mean, it's just satisfying to make a pair of earrings really quickly. So even if you're a seasoned person that makes jewelry, this is just fun to just whip out a bunch of earrings. Now, I did see that this was a little crooked, so I'm just going to straighten it. In fact, that metal's so soft, I can kind of do it with my... It got warm with my hands on it, so you can actually scotch it a little with your hands. Scotch is a technical term. Now see, this, I made this loop really small, but you can just slide it through this way. And actually, that's nice because you know it's not going to fall off. So the smaller you make the loop, you will have to string it on a little different way, but it's very nice. So let's make the other one. We're going to basically do the same thing, of course. Now, I remember that I didn't open it enough, so I'm going to try to make sure I open that more. Whoops. I'm sweating because it's hot. My office is no air conditioning, so at some point in the summer I'm going to have to relocate, but for today it is 92 out and I'm feeling every degree of it. The rest of the house we have solved most of the problem with portable air conditioning units, so Thank goodness for that. My office, however, is not one of those places. All right. Yeah. I keep thinking of the Wicked Witch and the Wizard of Oz. I'm melting. I don't like to think of myself as the Wicked Witch, so that's as far as I'm going. All right. Again, we may have to adjust this slightly if it looks a little crooked. That's probably another reason why the metal is so soft, because it's warm in here. All right, and we made a very small loop. So, like I said, you can mark with a Sharpie to keep your loops the same size, which a lot of people do. Nothing wrong, especially in the beginning. If you're just learning, it is helpful. It gives you a little bit more confidence that you've made the right size, and that's always a good thing when you're new at something. I'm just moving those over. Save those for a scrap pot if you have a metal recycle anywhere near you. And again, this is a little bit wobbly, so I'm just gonna there we go. What's nice about these ear wires is they're just so easy. I really like these. And there's our first pair of earrings. Aren't those cute? Very cute. So, let me think. I think I want to do some Softflex with this next go around. And I'm going to need a couple of crimp beads. Grab some gold. I have them all mixed. These are crimp beads from Softflex. They are my favorite crimps. Pardon me while I adjust my seat. All right. Let me put these back over here. So, look how pretty those. I don't know. Do I want to do those for a necklace? No, I'm going to put them in the earrings. I have some little bead caps here. Maybe I use some of these. Just a few. I guess that's more than a few, but hey, some spacers. I have an idea in the back of my head. We'll see how it works out. Oh, those two are kissing cousins. Let me move those. All right. Sometimes these guys get stuck when they're getting finished off. I'll just save those for stacking later. That's how I roll when they're stuck together. Now this is this beautiful tanzanite Softflex beading wire, which goes great with this box. Absolutely beautiful. And let me just cut some. then let's cut that in half. Oop. All right. So my thought is to float these in the middle and then do some beads on either side. We are going to have the Softflex showing. Sorry if I was off camera there. And then we're going to put it all together at the top. So, wow, that's really pretty. Oops. I may drop a few things because it's pretty hot in here. Okay, let's see. Let's do a spacer and a peachy bead. These are number 6 seed beads. The color is, it's Toho and it's grapefruit. I think I'll do 3 on each side. And 4 spacers. Let's do the other side. Oops. Come back here, mister. Always I have an escapee. It's like, nope, get back here. You're the boss. You tell those beads what you wanted to do. Because sometimes they do have a mind of their own. If you've been making jewelry for any amount of time, you know that that's true. Just show them who's boss. Okay. I think I rather like the way that looks. That is really pretty. So, let's see. I think you're gonna see what I'm doing in a minute, but I'm gonna make one of these longer than the other. So I've moved it so that we've got a long piece and a short piece, and I'm gonna put the crimp bead right like that, and I'm gonna crimp give yourself a minute because it's a little bit fiddly, especially when you got a short piece. If you have to, you can use a little bit more. You do want a good grip on it, so I guess if you make it too small, too short, you may lose track of the piece that you're using. So I'm trying to make enough room where you can see the wire because it's so pretty with these beads. So let's see. I've got my finger and my finger and my thumb. I'm delirious from this heat. I'm just gonna keep those there so that I know where I want to crimp, and it keeps the beads from sliding all over. All right, so this is what we have. I do want to stop here because I want to make the next one so that they're even, and then it'll be easier to do what's left. So let's grab this guy and we're gonna float him. Gonna need more of these. There's plenty of these, which is great. And they're very lightweight, and they're really a neat shape. They're not really round. They're kind of triangular, if you can see that. So let's do the exact same thing. on this side. It's always a thing when you're trying to make earrings that match, and unless you're making you know, earrings that don't match, which is a big thing. Wow, words are hard today, guys. Mix matched you know, asymmetrical design earrings, which is really popular and looks really cool. It can be a little bit of a struggle to get them to, and they're not going to be exact. And just think, the person wearing them, or if you're wearing them, you got a whole face between two ears, so it's not like somebody's going to be standing there with a measuring tape making sure they're exact, but you want to get as close as you can for your own peace of mind. And also, if you do sell your jewelry, if they're on like an earring card, they look, you know, similar. Okay, so let's make sure those. Okay, I just want to make sure I have all the right amount of spacers and all the right beads. So now we're gonna, again, we're gonna take a short end and a long end. Now here's where it can be a little dicey. So I am just going to put these next to each other. Now, if this bead weren't so big, you could lay them on top of each other. Actually, you could do this. Just hold them like this and just give it an eyeball look. Let me move this. Use gravity to your advantage. So that's close. Okay. That's close. So let's put our finger and our thumb right there. And we're going to crimp. The nice thing is, if you have to do this over, you can. It's not like a lengthy earring. You haven't spent hours making it. So, you know, just practice. Give yourself some, as Sarah Lovecraft would say, give yourself some grace. All right, so now we have our two earrings. Boy, I love that tanzanite with this. Beautiful. All right, so now I have a long end and a short end. I am going to cut the short end because I don't need it anymore. Make sure you're cutting the right one. I've made that mistake before, and it's, you know, you just have to start over. Just laugh at yourself and move on, because I've done it on camera. Okay, so then my other thought here is we're going to cover up the crimp with a really pretty bead cap, just like that. And we're going to put a bead, just like that. And then we're going to make a loop. Are we going to make a loop? Yeah. So we want the loop to be sideways, and oh, I guess I need more crimp beads, don't I? What did I do with those suckers? Oh, here they are. I want the gold ones. I really should separate these, but hey, I feel like if they're all in one place, I can't lose them. Which Happens often around here. All right, so we're gonna make the loop sideways. I might add another bead to that. Maybe we should do another spacer at the top of that. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna put your crimp bead, and then you wanna go make a loop to the side. And just give it a look. Sometimes this wire will pop out as you're working with it, but I think if you can push it through a little bit of the actual bead that's under it, then it won't pop out on you before you have a chance to crimp it. So that looks good to me. Just make sure that it's sitting sideways, because our ear wire is going to go this way. And you can put a crimp cover. Now you might have a little wire showing. You can cover that up with the crimp cover. In fact, let me see if I can find my crimp covers. Crunch. Oh, Lordy. Today the world is not my oyster, but if you use crimp covers, you can cover this up if it bothers you. Honestly, it's part of the design. You just don't want it to poke out. So if it's poking out, you can come in with your nippers and take care of it, but make sure you only get the part that's sticking out. And then with the ear wires, you can just isn't that pretty? Love, love, love that Softflex with this group of beads. So pretty. And these are really lightweight too. So let's do the other one. Let's do our bead cap. Love these little tiny bead caps. I think I got these in a kit on Amazon. I'll see if I can find the link for you. Oh, we need a spacer bead. So pretty. Again, we want to go sideways. I'm trying to push it down into that other bead. I also want to make sure these loops are similar. Got to push it a little bit more in. Oops. There we go. Okay. Let me crimp that again real quick. Okay. Ah! Look what happened. Yeah. So, we're going to have to redo this one. So when I was crimping it, it didn't crimp right, and I re-crimped it and I messed up the crimp bead. However, these are not difficult to remake. You saw how to make this one. I'm going to spare you the making of the other one, but you've seen how, you know, if this happens to you, you're just going to have to remake it, but it's not a lengthy, like I said, it's not a very long project. It just happens sometimes. You know, if you're not at the right angle and your crimp, you know, you can also use, now Softflex also has these magical crimping pliers where that makes the crimp bead look like a little bead. If you use those, that probably will solve that problem. But I still love the way that looks, so I'll redo that one off camera. And you'll see it you'll see the whole pair in a finished jewelry update, which I hope to have some more out for you next week, because I've been working on a bunch of boxes. But these are really very pretty. I like the way they turned out. We'll just cover that. Pretend it's done. But I just love this color combination. I can't wait to do more things with it. I can't wait to do a necklace, a bracelet, more earrings for sure. I'm itching to use some of this sunstone. It's just gorgeous. So stay tuned for that on a finished jewelry update, or maybe another video. I have a Sam's box I need to share with you that's stunning that I got. And so lots going on. Oh, I also just want to show you as a little preview. I may do a hair stick also in this, with this group of beads. You know, it's summer and everybody wants their hair up because it's hot. And then I found this is a limited edition silver silk that I thought looked really beautiful with these colors. So I may do a necklace with this as well. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me make either of those on a video, and I will do my best to get one out to you. Thanks for your patience over the last couple of weeks. It's been very busy in the day job, and it's been very challenging with the heat. So I think for the most part we have it solved as far as heat. We'll see when it hits 100. Prayers always appreciated. And thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't. We'd love to have you. Check out the Marcie Creates Facebook group. Do check out Didi's online, and also her Facebook group. And I hope that you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for joining me today. Take care of your sweet selves and your families, and be safe. And stay tuned at the end for some pictures of our magnolia tree, which has been blossoming and it's gorgeous. So stay tuned for that.